Huh?
What happened?
That's me and my cousin and my nephew. We was in New York. That was when Def Jam Vendetta came out, the video game. With, yeah, it's me with the afro. See my hair? I had an afro then too. My hair was long then too.
I thought you had dreads.
That's an afro right there.
Yeah, I thought you had dreads.
No, when I was younger, I had braids. My hair was mad long in that picture. Dang, I didn't know it was that long. My hair is way longer than it is now. But I grew my hair out for like 4 years. Yeah. Give me that picture.
That's very impressed.
That Jam Vendetta?
Leadership achievements. That's what it says.
Huh?
You got leadership achievements.
Standards, qualifications. So.
Right here, see?
No, I didn't. Look, see the X? NOB. So they didn't give me no leadership because technically, I was an E3, so I don't have nothing to really be in charge of. Even though I have used, when you're at E3, you're too low to be in charge of people. When I was at my other command, I was in charge of people, which I'm trying to find that one too. But when I was at that one, I was the lowest there in rank and in experience. So I had to learn everything. So all I was in charge of was the things that I use, like my flags, my maps, my charts, my space, everything that I had for them. My systems, the computer, my lights, all those type of things. So I didn't get no leadership qualification for that because, I didn't have no chance to lead. The only time I really kind of led there, I did lead, but everything was not really, I just had to do what I was supposed to do because I was just started. The only time I had to really lead was when we used to do sentry drills, 4 sentry drills, when I was training with them. And then I may be on the front of that line or in the middle or somewhere in the front. Usually in the front though. But I was telling them my Q1. No, I forgot what test that was for, but I remember taking that and they gave me answers for that. Her name was...
So, Sonny, you cheated, huh?
No.
Back in my day, we didn't cheat. We had to use papers and notes to use paper airplanes.
Alright, so what this was, I didn't even get to take this test. This was the my notes for, I think, advancement. And yeah, I never even took my advancement test.
Advancement?
Like to go to E3, E4. So yeah, to make a new rank. Did you read it or no?
Sneezing. Yes.
See, a 4.0. Look, 3 standards meets all standards. 4.0 exceeds standards. Take a report card. See right here, I had 4.0s. If I had a 5,
that means that you got them wrong.
Yeah, the 4. That's how much they right here. Look, quality at work. So they gave me a 4.0 for that, above standards. So they said I need no supervision. See, I need little supervision. Produce quality work, few errors, and I use the resources well. I use the things around me well. And then look at this one. I got two low ones right here. Command or organizational climate, equal opportunity. So what they say, positive leadership support, Navy increased retention goals, active and decreasing attrition, actions adequately encourage and support subordinates of my leadership's personal growth. See, basically doing what they say. I listen. Military band, I was always clean. Why didn't they give me a 6 for that? I'm always excellent personnel appearance. I was always clean for that. But my Q1 was he was always the first, but still they didn't give me a 4 for that. But he gave me a 4 for this one. Personal job, and then did you read the little description in the back? That's what they wrote about me.
I can't read that.
That's it.
So,
do you think I'm really pointing to his signature, James, as a description about me? I pointed to the paragraph. Well, no, that's not what you. If you wanted to know what it was, you'll say, "Dad, what is that?" You want to assume that I would tell you. Be quiet. I'm trying to explain your book crap. You wouldn't be trying to tell me that I said to you that they wrote something about me. Why would I be talking about this little bitty thing? Oh, you know why? You know what? I apologize. He's right. Because it is hand. It's in pen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. And that's in pen. But that's a signature, baby. That's a signature.
That looks sloppy.
It's a signature, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And it don't matter. It's everybody's names. Everybody's different. So what? Yours is gonna be different too. This is right here. That's what he wrote.
QMSN.
Quartermaster Seaman.
Quartermaster Seaman.
Read it out loud. Speak up. You don't know how to read.
I do know.
So read it out loud then.
Wow. So get a blank. Nah, that. All right. Johnson. Quartermaster. Seaman.
John Cena.
No, I said quartermaster.
Yo, you just said John Cena.
No, I said quartermaster. It is something else.
Neither of that. You said John Cena, man.
Johnson is silent quartermaster. That is
valuable. Oh, James. Speak up while you read it, because you sound like you a little nervous. Asset.
Asset.
Wait, James, come on. I thought your reading was. Get it up. Take your time. Take your time.
Navigation.
Yeah, speak up. Speak up. Speak up. Speak up. No, speak up because you're speaking low because you don't want to make a mistake. Speak up. You got the word.
Knowledge and
You're still speaking low. Dang.
You say do that because
no, but I'm telling you speak up. But I'm saying speak up though. Be confident.
They can hear me. I'm pretty sure they can. It says.
I ain't good that. I want you to be confident.
And
expertise. I just said the word. Expertise.
And the right. Recognize detected. Quartermaster.
That's not what that word is. James, what? I ain't even had my son read in like a month. I ain't know it was. He doing great, but I thought he used to. I don't know. I never heard you read these words in particular. Asset. I never heard you say these words. So.
Yeah, what's his word?
Dedicated.
Dedicated. I haven't seen that word in a while. Quartermaster with primary focus of the quartermaster. Why do they keep bringing up quartermaster?
That's my job. That was what I was supposed to do. My quartermaster means a person that's in charge of everything where the ship is going. Like we knew. That's what I told you. My job was to know. We knew everywhere we was going, what time we're leaving, how long it takes to get there, how we're gonna get there, what way we're gonna get there, how to get away if something happened to us. We planned the route. It was us. We the ones that we knew everything that was happening. We knew when we did drills. We knew we see if enemies coming because we're in the bridge the whole time. We had a nice view of all water and dolphins and land and some ships that or little boats we had to maybe warning shots to. So and then a lot of different things we saw. So it's like we see it every single day. We're in charge of that. We worked with the CO every day. We knew everything that happened on the ship because those are the ones that won the fire department team, which is damage control. That's the team that deals with everything that's fire related. We know what was going on. They gotta do something. So we just knew everything that was going on because we're up there dealing with kind of like the big bosses, the big leaderships, the big officers. I really explained it just well in the beginning. We're mainly directions. And that's a good thing. You need somebody to tell. And we record everything down. We vote everything that everybody set up there. We vote it down in our hands. Everything. There's a lot of things people don't know. We vote everything, like everything that was up there. And they still with the box up there recording us from reason. But we had a lot of fun though. And it's funny that they say that little part when you get to it that I was always helping the officer of the decks in the bridge because I did. They was young too. Those officers are all young, and they was in the Navy less than me at that time, and I was like 3 years in at that time. But they was making mistakes too. Like I mean, a bunch of times we'll have little boats coming. I can't tell the person that's driving the ship to turn. Only the officer of the deck could do that, or the bridge watch. So I would always give a recommendation. I'm like, y'all don't see that boat right there, or you don't see this little vessel right here, and they'll pay attention to it. But I don't know. It's like sometimes you can't see some boats because they're so small. But that's how we got in that dumbass collision. They claim they didn't see it in the middle of the night.
That's a huge boat.
It wasn't a boat. It was an oil tanker. But I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I still do to this day. But I do know why. Because we didn't want to move. We were just being arrogant. We didn't want to move. And that's it. Arrogant means you just being persistent in your way. Like persistent means you just keep going. Arrogant is kind of a little bit of selfishness, but arrogant is like an attitude you have with it where it's like people would say cocky, where you're just so certain. You know what I'm saying? You're so certain that whatever you feel is right.
So why y'all didn't decide?
Look, Cecilia, see all the pavement things?
Yeah.
You're gonna hear them all. around like 7 o'clock, they all
That's
start
what I heard them
you gonna see all the
was
trucks.
last
Yeah, I know. I ain't noticed that.
ago.
I noticed that too. I said the same thing. But yeah, finish reading
it.
it.
A week or something. Not even a week.
Yeah, because they doing the whole thing. Yeah, right there where it said I help them, volunteers to help
It
them.
always volunteered to help assist the officer of the deck and the bridge watch standards. Standards, yeah. Quartermaster. What does it mean again? The QMS.
Quartermaster Seaman.
Seaman. Quartermaster Seaman's attention to detail and directly responsible for Porter Navigation's team flawlessness
Alright, y'all, see y'all later.
in over 20 hours of sea.
Cause that was
and anchor.
when we was on deployment, but it added up. Not at one time. It probably was like maybe 4 hours right now. Then I go ahead and go get some eat. Then somebody else. Ooh, you okay, Messiah?
Messiah,
You okay? You okay? And then I go, and then somebody else come, and then I go back again, and we did that the whole time. And then basically when you're out there, you're just checking to make sure everybody, like there's nobody pointing at us with guns, and you're just making sure that, yeah, what you're really doing is, cause remember we're on the maps, we use maps, so we planned the trip before we even leave. So everything we see on the trip, on the side, on the river,
Yep.
like if we go over or the shore, so I say if it was a house right here, a pink one, we put that on the map. We said, okay, yeah, we're about to pass benchmark A. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew that we should be planning on riding past certain things. The buoy, that's certain things that we know we're supposed to be riding past. If we're going past the other stuff, we're going the wrong way type stuff. So that was what that was, and making sure I pay attention to that.
Details also included 2 Atlantic Oceans transits.
That means just going back and forth from the Atlantic Ocean 2 times.
Over 55 hours of restricted water transits through the Suez Canal Gulf of Suez again.
Straits. I don't know how to say that word too, but that's a straits.
I thought it was. Okay, Straits, I meant. Hormuz.
Yep, Hormuz. That's where we got an accident at. Straits of Hormuz.
Straits of Hormuz. Straits
of.
I keep saying streets. Straits
of
Bab el
Mandeb.
And Straits of
Gibraltar.
Quartermaster.
That's that place they always put in the video games, like Gibraltar, like when they got in Call of Duty and stuff. One of the places.
Johnson is a solid performer who has my recommendation for retending
To keep me in. That's what that means. Retention means to keep you in.
And promotion.
But I didn't want to stay in after that accident. He wrote that for me so I could stay in, because he was getting out after that. See, early promote. So promote. If I got one of these, if I got this one, that mean that he says, yeah, he think I can promote, but he's saying he's thinking I should be able to get it early. But I didn't want to do it. That accident threw me off, and I'm glad to this day I'm still not in. But I appreciate everything from the military, but nope. And I see now they marked it down to like 10%, like 10 grade. The people in the military, the Navy now, I forgot what the score you had to get when I was getting in. I think it was like a 70, but they marked it down to a 10 now. 10? To the score it takes to get in the Navy.
To get in the Navy, you have to be 10?
No, it's like a grade that you get when you're taking a certain test. It's as a 10%, like a 10 points, and that's not that much. Because like the Army is about that same one. That's why so many people get into the Army, because it's easier, unfortunately. But I'll be back with this one. We'll talk about it later. Yo, but I want to tell you